Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to you from East Tennessee, where we had one heck of an interesting day today fishing on what is also known as North Branch of Indian Creek. Now, what was interesting to us is we got there and all of a sudden we were fishing and using chartreuse, garlic, salmon eggs. We knocked out one really good rainbow out from under a bridge, and seconds later everything turned to mud. It got cloudy, it got dirty, it got nasty, and visibility went to almost zero.
All right, so we're gonna show you guys what's happened here. When we got here an hour ago, this system was crystal clear. All of a sudden, no, you gotta fish. Fish on, hold on. I'll be right back to that. Another fish on the fireworm.
Come on, Stupid, we'll take it.
We'll take him.
So
there it is. Let me see that fireworm in there, is it? There it is.
As bright as
So what we're talking about here is, when we were here a few minutes ago, this water was crystal clear, okay? This is North Indian Creek. All of a sudden, mud came down. It hasn't rained in 24 hours. We don't know what's going on. A couple locals came down and said they're doing work on the creek up above us. But look, this is your typical fish on Indian Creek. We're gonna put him back in the water so you guys can catch him. Here he goes. Nice one, look at that. You're not gonna believe this, guys. You're not gonna believe this. Dingy water, went back to the bass fishing style. Well, that's a nice fish too. And drop shotted with a fireworm on a nice trout. You mind getting this one, Mike? So orange or red fireworm. Look at that fat rainbow right there. Right Bam.
on the nose like it's supposed to be. On a drop shot. Can you believe that? Look at this nice fish. Awesome rainbow on a drop shot. All right, let me cover with you today what I've been doing. We don't have the ideal conditions for drifting a lot on our end. It's muddy, the water in here, the clarity is pretty bad. So I'm going back to my bass roots and doing some finesse fishing. So what I'm doing is, right here, a drop shot. So what I've got for you is a standard drop shot weight with about a 6-inch leader on it to a number 4 octopus hook, and I'm nose hooking the fireworm and taking about a 1/2 inch off the front end and actually waiting for these guys to take it in. It's a soft, subtle bite, so I'm making sure they actually take it down. Everyone I've hooked right now has been on the nose perfectly.
We're just doing a little wacky style fireworm. These fish have been really finicky this morning. We tried eggs, we got lucky on the chartreuse garlic. First thing this morning, nice big fish. Now we're doing the wacky fireworm just in the deep hole.
Got him. Nice. Nice. Even in this dirty water too.
That orange definitely stands out. You can see the contrast of that worm.
Oh yeah.
Water. So I think that's.
Come on, buddy. It's your lucky day.
That's really helping the fish see it, and then the crazy style with the wacky rig really drawing their attention.
Got him.
Nice trout. Nice trout.
Another one.
That is a big.
That looked like a nice trout.
He is pulling a little drag.
I'm gonna go this way. You guys got that?
Wacky fireworm.
From that one?
Where are you going?
What the? He's trying to go over the falls. There's a set of waterfalls right there, and this fish is bolting for the waterfall.
Man, oh man.
It's a nice fish, Mike. Woo!
Might be the biggest one we've seen. That was good.
Oh yeah. Oh, he didn't want to go in the net.
Saw it coming. Sneak attack.
Hey, we're gonna let you go, buddy. Don't worry.
Not quite done yet. Solid. There you go. There you go. That's a fish.
Look at
And
that.
look at this. Oh no.
Wacky style fireworm. You saw this guy, he was just peeling drag, giving us a whole bunch of fun. So we had fun, so we're gonna let him go back, and one of the locals here can enjoy the same pleasure that he gave us. That's a big boy. Thanks, buddy. See ya.
All right, so you saw Joe was drop shotting these fireworms. Mike, you're doing something a little bit different here. What are you doing?
Just a little bit different, but still, like Joe was just talking about, we're doing bass techniques today. For whatever reason, they're wanting moving bait. And that could be partially due to the clarity of the water. So when we're twitching these things, it's creating vibration in the water. So those fish might be keying in on it since they can't use their visual sensory to find the bait. They might be using their lateral line. So using these worms, jigging them around, twitching them around, keeping them in the pocket a lot longer seems to be doing the trick. So I'm rigging mine wacky style. As you can see, the hook is right in the middle of the worm. So when that thing moves through the water, it really gets a lot of motion, and fish really seem to be reacting to it. So.
Man, he suddenly just picked up that drop shot. Man, he was barely on there. Dude, look at that.
Right behind you.
Strong fish, man. These are some nice fish. Yeah.
What was also interesting is there was no rain, there were no thunderstorms nearby, nothing to cause this. We later found out from a local, all this worked because several miles above stream they were doing some work, and anytime they do that, it just pumps a bunch of mud and dirt into the system, and that's what transpired. So when this happened, it was real tough to see. Eggs didn't work that well, dough bait didn't work that well. However, as soon as these guys switched over to two different baits, by two different baits I'm talking about the brand new Pautzke fireworms. They used those Pautzke fireworms, but they used them in red and they used them in orange. And that reaction strike that they came from either wacky rigging these or drop shotting these put us in the strike zone and caught some monster rainbows. I mean, we're talking 2, 3, 4 pound rainbows just from this small stream. Now, we had a great time here, spent about 3 hours. An hour that was during clear water. The other 2 hours was when the water got muddy. But it shows you if you're able to alter your techniques and try new things and create reactionary strikes, you too can have an epic day fishing in East Tennessee, just like we did. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.